and welcome back to the Chelmsford News Show. I'm Tom Christiano. Well, today we have a wonderful show. It's a talk by the Lowell artist Michael Viera, which was given at the Chelmsford Library in January of 2025. Michael talks about his art education, his inspirations, some of the artists that he admires, his techniques, and all about his life as an artist. So if you are interested in art and creative people, I think you'll love this show.
Actually, acrylic, you're pretty lucky with acrylic because, oh boy, I'll tell you this. Acrylic is like a plastic, so it's water-based. I want to show you guys this here. So you can layer with acrylic painting. And so oil painting I think is the most forgiving of the ones. Acrylic is pretty forgiving too because you can just cover over it. Watercolor, you mess that up, you gotta try to put a tree or something in front. Anyway, so you guys know what this painting is? Monet. I'm gonna show you a couple of his pieces. So, oh, that was too fast. Let's do that again. Oh my goodness, I'm giving everything away. Alright, so there's another Monet. Those are those water images. I absolutely love this piece. Look at his colors. I love this piece so much. Now, the one thing about Monet is he will break 3 paintings to the field, and he will work on each painting for a half hour. So he'll work on some for half hours, put down, move somewhere else, do a painting, and he'll revisit and bring 3 paintings and just keep layering, and getting these beautiful effects. So you guys need to collaborate right off the bat. Right off the bat, who's this guy? And go think, that's a pastel. I absolutely love this pastels. Because of the poor talk he says, something like pastel. And his composition, the way he has everything as a diagonal. Edgar Degas. And then one more just to wrap up Edgar Degas. So then you use sculpturing. It's instantly recognized. Now, how about this guy? Vincent Van Gogh. Vincent Van Gogh, he was so poor, which I can relate with, that his brushes, he didn't have any hairs left on his brushes. So he painted the metal heel of his brush. And that's, he'd get some of these effects, the stupid paint off of the metal heel and just painting it right on. I love this piece. This is very, and these are the pieces I find most art from ones that are like real big artists. It's really neat for the artists, and I just like Chrissy, just a very simple kind of this couple. Okay, so back in the 19th century, there was a French newspaper. They interviewed a bunch of painters, including Monet and Degas. And they said, who is going to be the most famous painter in 100 years alive right now? Who's going to be? They all agreed. They said, of course it's going to be this guy. You guys know who this is? Anybody? You don't? Everybody agree? This is William, that piece is that's a beautiful piece. William A.L. Bouguereau. And he was a master of flesh. He was such a beautiful flesh painter. And he made over $1 million in his lifetime back in millions of few pranks. And everybody agreed he was going to become the most famous painter in 100 years. Nobody knows who he is. He's absolutely beautiful. His stuff is absolutely breathtaking. This one right here, if you guys ever go to Western Mass, to Williamstown, there's the Sterling Clark Museum. This piece is hanging in that museum. And it's gigantic. You couldn't, actually, like, this whole tower, but it's just so breathtaking. And it's pulling hands into the water. They're going to drown. And he's like, no, pulling them in. But so what I want to illustrate with this, though, is it doesn't matter. doesn't matter what people think about your work now, as long as you stay real to yourself and you don't fake it and you don't do things that you think people want. So okay, there's an old ancient proverb. Behind that mountain is another mountain. And so you got to be in it for the climb. You have to love the climb, because once you get to the top, there's another mountain right there. So if you're not loving the climb, you're not going to love the mountain. And it's doing it. It's the mandala. It's the sin. You got to love doing it. You got to be in that meditative state. There's another quote I've heard too, is learn to love work with no ends. And that originally came from cleaning water in Africa, because these people are so important and so valuable to clean water for these countries that they love their work and never ending. Because people always need water. There's always dirty water that need to be cleaned. And that's the same with art too. Like I will start 3 paintings at the same time, just so I've never finished. I will finish a painting and I still have 2 left, and I'll start another one, because I'm going to do anything else. You know what I mean? Like, I've done this job. I love working no one. So here's a few quotes that I kind of gathered that I want to just give to you. I'm going to rely on these cards a little bit. So these are important life lessons. Actually, this is so important I tattooed it on myself. It's art for art's sake. Really, you got to do it for the sake of art, for the sake of beauty. I guess I really can't elaborate that too much, but also another important thing too, and I was kind of struck at this. There is nobody else in the world quite like you, okay? And you guys need to embrace that. You need to show that to everybody, because you are, even if you're alike, you're still quite unique. This is not to do with art, but this is life in general. But do a good deed and throw it to the river, because one day when you're in the desert, you might need that. You might need that help, And it's so true. And I've done that quite a bit. If you do something good for somebody, either they don't know you didn't, or there's no way they can ever locate you. It's millionaires. It cares. You did a good deed. And then someday when you're in the desert, and that's from Rumi, a Sufi poet. You're in the desert when you're desperate, so water comes by, and it's really, really negative. You have to abandon the idea of limited supply. That's one thing that really hurts a lot of people. Like, I'm not competing with you. You're not competing with me. There's enough for all of us. And then celebrating the success of other people does nothing to hurt your success. So elevate them, celebrate them. So for instance, right now there's a show hanging at CCA, with and you guys have to see it. And I love Tom. Tom Gill is an amazing artist, and I really respect him. And I actually want him curating my work, because he knows Lowell so well that I hold his opinion very highly. And then Heidi Jackson and Nancy LaHouse. He had my mess up last name. And also there's Color, which actually Steve gave me. I have my piece hanging. I've got one piece hanging there. But a lot of these guys, a lot of people are here in the show. He's in the show. There's a couple of you guys. So, and that'll be up. That's actually hanging now. It'll be up until March 2nd. And the opening passes up. The Art Legal Lowell. It's in downtown. Yeah, it's this will make it for you guys later. Just to support all the artists. And I have one piece in there. I got my Gold Worthen painting I did. That's actually on my studio window. So that has a personal thing for me. And just want to make sure I don't skip anything. Do something every day towards your goal. Every single day. So even if it's just one little thing, do it towards your goal. I paint every single day. This morning, I just painted. I was kind of painting. This morning, I was painting these tricks. I was in there. I'm like, oh, there's too many. All this. I started messing with it. Even though I'm like, I'm not going to paint today. I'm working on this. But every day, it's not even that. I've been working on my website. Even if I'm like, oh, today's a total wash, because I get headaches really bad. So sometimes I can't do much. And I'll just do a little something and I feel better because I did something. Keep making art. So the muse loves when you work, and she will pay you. She will pay you in gratitude if you're working, because you're not going to discover anything while you're doing it. And then you have to move beyond willpower. you just got to keep going, and you got to make it become a ritual. Your studio needs to become a sacred place. My studio right now is my living room, blasted with sunlight all hours of the day, but it's my sacred space. It's the place I go for quiet. You know, my phone is out in the kitchen, so when I go into it, I'll go check my phone, but it's out there. Another one. Oh, it's a big one. I wish someone told me this. Listen to Mozart. Mozart? I don't know what Mozart does, but it just unlocks so much. And I think it has a lot to do with your right brain. I think just being right brain, I don't know. I'm not, Mozart's got this magic that, okay, so if you strongly desire a thing, then it's certainly food you have the power to do it. If you have the power to do it because you desire that strongly happen. The good times are coming. And you should thank God every morning and also thank Him for everything you have. That's one thing I noticed. I hurt myself. I hurt my back a long time ago. And every morning I stand up, that's about the day, my back gets out. And then I start pulling on my list and thanking everybody and everything. Because without consistency, you'll never finish. You have to be consistent every day. Like I said, every day towards your goal. If you want something you've never had before, we need to do something you've never done. Birds fly, fish swim, humans create. We do. And what do most of we do? We create. We create the world, we create our environment. I'd say keep advancing. Keep advancing every day. It's kind of the same thing about working towards your goals. Because success is preparation, meeting opportunity, and that's what success is. And there's always opportunity for advancing that. If you're always advancing, always working, people will find you. There's tools for you. So I turned 50 before I even had a voice. I became still life and still life and everything, portraits. I was learning all of it, everything. I was doing abstract art for people. But then it's one day I realized, I'm like, oh, I was born in Lowell. I know Lowell so well. I know all the little neighborhoods, all the little alleyways that I'm unique for that job. And so now I'm just a humble documentarian of my life and a beautiful city about it. And a lot of times it's not beautiful. A lot of times it's scary, it's dangerous. But I still try to find something in there to elevate. What about the sex? That beautiful architecture. The sun witnessed over centuries of what's been going on. But okay, so this is the most important thing. A creative person is like a fruit tree bearing fruit, and you can suppress it, but it's really bad for you. It's really bad. So do not suppress yourself from tree. Just don't do it, please, because it comes out all these other ways. So this is the end. Thank you, Barbara and Elaine. Thank you so much. And any questions you guys have on here? Anyone's art that's on the walls, I want to look at it. I want to talk about it. And from my heart, thank you so much. So thank you. This is our first time ever doing this. I've done demonstrations. I've done, critiques, but I've never tried talking all the way through. So that was my first time. So thank you so much. So, if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to elaborate on, yes.
And you started in the very beginning and then sort of having the annoyed light and studio. I mean, I'm not sure.
It's okay. It's great because I didn't either. Yeah, so it's perfect. So if you picture your house, right? Picture the house and picture your windows. If you're lucky, you'll have some windows facing north. And those usually have the fewest amount of windows in a house because it's the coldest side of the house. But when the sun rises in the east and it swings around the south side and then it sets on the west. So the sun never travels to the north. So if you have window space in the north, the sun never intrudes. So you don't have shadows where it's going to cross, you just have dull ambient light. So the next time you're in a house, get a compass, find out where north is, and then go in that room, shut the lights off, and you'll see steady light all day. And that's when you do what's the light then. It's there all day. I know sometimes during the summer you get anomalies, so sometimes the light will come in. But north light. So John Singer Sargent, I know his studio in England, he had Western exposure. So in the morning he would paint. First thing in the morning, he'd go out and he'd be painting. He'd be painting in a studio in the morning. And then after lunch, he'd have lunch and do all his business in the afternoon. So it only took the first half of the day. So it didn't matter. So if you don't have north light, like Western exposure is good too. So like the sun comes in at night, you probably won't be able to set the house.
And then with me, like this, people to what the extreme shot.
Yeah, the light is steady, it's subdued, and there's no shadows. Yeah, and plus the light changes color. You get orange light coming in, red light coming in. So this is just a cool, steady light. So anything else on?
Yeah, I have remember. You said you use Frank Salisbury good and Freddie good, right?
It's not really green.
Only Freddie green.
Yes.
So that sky looks like it's really.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. No, it's not soy. It is Serbs food. Yeah. So that is, so I take it there. That's Serbs food, Serbs food. It's French. It's what the old Syrian used to eat before they messed with it.
Because I know I make it that's on the French homes.
No, I don't know. Yeah, thank you. That's actually, thank you. Like I was saying, like curry and curry.
Yeah.
And I've been noticing, I've been painting like some winterscapes, and I've been using it as a formula. I've been using the sky color.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does that look stupid? And I'm like, oh, it's the wrong color. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that should be all ultramarine, not surface blue. And to answer your question, I think it's Rembrandt that has it on. Rembrandt is the one that has the best quality surface blue. It's, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see it that I talk about it. I actually mix it with the red because those two colors with red make beautiful grays. And it has a limited talc. Well, here's another color that I don't have. That's Pernactinum red. So that's another. That's like more curried or peanut sauce, something that's not normally you would flavor with.
You play.
So this is a beautiful Dutch linen, and this is just layers. This is me paint very smooth. It's very smooth anyway, so that was a nice glassy surface. But I put a final varnish on this. It's been damaged because there's wear and tear in the corner of my studio.
My gun was supplement layers that varnish to that.
How many layers? There's a lot of retouch varnish, the spring retouch, but at the end, it's just one nice layer of like fine Domar varnish. It's like a shell. So if anything ever happens to it, they can remove that varnish and still the paint is still preserved. A lot of restorers will demolish the painting chains. So the Whistler house, there's a painting of Whistler's mother. It's very brown. That was Whistler's niece, I think, painted that. And then afterwards she's done painting, they restored it. And then it's all blue and gray. It's totally different. Because she painted what the varnish looked like. The whole null of varnish from years and years. Let's see what else. You guys got any other questions? Go ahead.
If I let the one
Oh, yes.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, yes. I didn't even talk about that. So this is a color pencil drawing. Yes. So I've been doing a series of churches. And this is no longer a church, but it's St. John Baptiste Church. And it's in Little Canada. And there's a Lowell artist, Best 9. She did a mural of Jack Harlow. So what I do is I will stalk the city. I'm like a crazy person. And if it's snowing or weird sleet or weird weather, I will run out and start taking pictures. And so I gave away all my color pencils. So I had to go and buy colors when I need it. And the one color I realized was pink. There's this pink. I'm like, oh, I gotta go buy pink. I had no idea I gave that pink. And also tone paper too. That's how people that draw. If you draw on tone paper, you're gonna look a genius. You're gonna look, with mediocre drawing is gonna look amazing on tone paper. And if you're a great artist, then you're like a master. I don't know, because the highlights, you just punch those highlights up and it has a beautiful effect. Or to
Yeah. I'd like to stare me say, yeah.
of the series. Well, I had my forever series now. But this little one, sometimes I call this I would call it a car accident. I would look up, oh my God, and so look at the road. And then I would try to find a place to pull over, jump out of my car, run up. So this is in the acre. This is on Mount Vernon. So it's kind of like, I don't know if you got the Broadband series, but it's this here.
I noticed on that canvas down there, and one you tore up in the back, turn it around.
Yep.
And keep one side at the Dutchman and have the others primed.
Oh, yes. Well, it actually comes this way. It comes this way. So it comes pre-primed.
Oh, it's pre.
Yeah, it's a. No, I used to, but not anymore. Just because I like how smooth it comes out.
Happening.
So this is during the folk festival.
Yeah.
So my whole series now is the neighborhoods and the people and how they worship. Just more about people, just kind of like, I'm not sure. I'm still looking, like you guys have caught me in the beginning of a new thing for me. I am now on the steps, or I'm on the beginning of something completely different in my life. And I feel it, I know it. And I don't know. I'm still searching, Go ahead.
Is it St. Anthony's? Are you? Is that completed?
Yes, I do. I've got St. Anthony's one, and that's a weird one because I kind of don't like it. I'm not going to destroy it because it has way too much weight to me. But I'll show it. It's going to show. And the only reason I don't like it is because some of the people just don't feel.
But inside, how are you doing the inside?
So the inside of St. Anthony's, oh yeah, that's right. That's another little thing I was doing. And it's mostly for my salvation. I'm not even charging them. But I'm restoring a mural. So this is pretty awesome. They were renovating. And someone's like, oh, do you know there's a mural behind there? And the priest is like, well, let's have a look. So they start pulling the drywall. There's a mural back there. Sure enough, they pull the whole thing off. And it was preserved really well. They just pretty much put sheetrock over. So I'm restoring it. So I'm, filling up the little holes, cleaning everything up, and just matching the colors and just sitting there matching the posts. It's painstaking, but it's very meditative. And it's quiet. Like I go into church at night, late at night in the church. It's pretty cool. But I need to start wearing the day because I need natural light because I have to match those colors. Because if you walk in, oh, those blues are way up. I can't tell them in the dark. But no, the church, yeah, and that's another thing too because that was another one where like that church is. I was a little kid in that church. I was baptized in that church. I was sitting in that church, and of course I grew up to my own faith, and it's brought me right back. And family's still involved in the church, and I felt honored. I felt honored to do that. And I don't want people listening from them at all or anything like that. I just want to do this just to kind of pay it back because I don't want to be a net taker. I want to give back to the universe, and people have been very generous to me. I've gotten a lot of things from people from their kindness, and I want to give back. I want to share, especially being gifted with talents. You have to share with everybody. You have to give everybody. And if God loves that, then He's going to multiply it for you. It's going to give you more resources that can spring them from. And that's kind of where I'm kind of going, I have my sights set towards national galleries right now because I need to be represented. That's my big thing right now is I need representation. I do all right selling my own work by myself, but a lot of it will sit around for a while, and I just need to ship it to someone that can actually take care of that stuff. So that's my new stage in life. Also more international shows. Because I want the city. I want people to fall with Lowell. in New England and have people come and just see this place. Yeah. I don't know. It's like, there's another saying, light yourself on fire with passion and people will come from miles to watch you burn. And it's true. I mean, it's, like, oh my God, they just, like, but I don't know if you guys have any other questions, but I'm so grateful for you guys. Oh, Jay.
I'm curious, but you're still like you're doing working rock colors, forms, and shapes. That seems like a very different way of working than
This whole, it's like night day. It's like day. We're talking about illustration earlier, and this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm sort of kind of going towards that old illustration thing because I'm trying to tell a story. I'm now, like, I want every piece to hold its own, but as a whole series, as a whole body of work, I want people to kind of see where I'm searching, what I'm doing. I'm trying to record moments. I'm trying to, things that are special, like the city's special, my life is special, the floor around me is special. And I want to preserve it. Yeah. And people don't throw art away, which I love, It's kind of like all that AI generated stuff. It's all, a lot of photos now that are taken, grandkids, all that stuff. All of it, it just exists digitally and it's gone. Gone are the days of photo albums. I mean, they will still do it, of course. They'll print them up. But in art, so like, this is the put this. No big deal. I don't know. I did this thing at church. I've been looking at certain buildings, like I say, at the Star Trek here. So I'll look for church, look for the skylines. I'll look for neighborhoods. I went to the Elliott Church on Summer Street. And I've been all through Lowell, and Summer Street is the most dangerous part of the world right now. It's so bad. And in back central where I grew up, the most dangerous part of the world. But so I went to Summer Street to photograph the Elliott Church. And then immediately I was getting like, no, I just think it's like, I'm like, oh, check pictures of the church. And then there was a fight. There was like a bunch of kids who were fighting each other. The police drove by. I'm like, this is scary. I've lived here all my life, and Summer Street has never been that bad. And this is part with that. But they're trying to clean it up now. Down at the low? No, it's actually right by the train station. Yeah, it's overpass. There's a really beautiful church that's Summer Street. Right there, it's kind of like, yeah, it's, our city has big city problems. But it's still like, I am going to do a series. I'm going to do a painting of Summer Street. Because it's important. I'll do research on some of the churches, but like, Elliott Church, 5 stars. I'm like, 5 stars? Some of the great churches. And I look at it, it's like, if you're hungry, you want a place to go. They're open between 3 and 5. If you're cold, you want to get inside. And so it's like, there's a soup kitchen. And everyone's very friendly. That, like, oh, it's just, and I love that. And I have something special. I haven't started that piece yet, but once I do, I feel like, I don't know. That's not, like, this is all still in, like, talk about my current body of work. I'm still searching, and I don't want to find an answer because I want a job that's never going to end. I want to keep doing this and doing this and doing this, like, I don't know. I read some Jack Kerouac. I've read it before, but since I worked on this piece, I've read a lot, and he does kind of talk about the city